In a quiet valley where the mountains whispered and the skies stayed blue for days, there lived a mighty rock. Towering and firm, it stood at the edge of a rushing river, proud of its strength and permanence. For centuries, the rock remained rooted in place, unmoved by storms, winds, or time. Below it flowed the river, fast, restless, always in motion. It sang as it moved, danced over pebbles, carved around bends, and carved out paths through the land. The rock often looked down at the water with quiet disdain. "Why do you never stay still?" the rock asked one morning. "Why are you always running away from where you are?" The river giggled in reply. "I'm not running away, I'm moving forward." The rock scoffed. "That's just another way of saying you are lost. You don't know where you are going." The river paused. "I may not always know the destination, but I know I'm meant to move. Growth doesn't happen by staying stuck." The rock said nothing. It had heard many times over the years, storms promising to shake it, lightning boosting it would crack it. None had succeeded, so why should it listen to water? But time passed, seasons changed, and slowly, ever so gently, the river began to shade the rock. Not with violence, but with persistence. It smoothed the raw edges, it deepened the grooves, it whispered stories into every crack. The rock, though firm, began to feel the changes. Its once sharp corners softened. It was no longer what it had been 100 years ago. It was still strong, but it was different. And then, one day, the river asked again, "Why do you stay still?" The rock shied, but not in pride. This time, it was uncertain. "Because I'm afraid," it admitted. "If I let go, what would I become?" The river slowed its current, its voice like a lullaby. "You will still be you, but freer. You will learn to flow, to bend, to rise again after every fall. You'll break free from the fear of change." The rock remained silent until one stormy night, something shifted. Rain poured for days. The ground trembled. Water levels rose, and with a thunderous crack, part of the rock broke away. A large piece tumbled into the river. The rock, stunned, watched it float downstream. It expected to feel grief, but instead it felt light. The broken piece traveled far. It bumped into trees, got caught in eddies, and rested in quiet pools. But eventually it found a new home further down the valley, where the river widened and flowers bloomed along the banks. There it settled, not as a failure, but as part of the landscape. It was no longer towering, but it was surrounded by life, kissed by sunlight, and visited by birds. The river smiled as it passed by. You didn't fall apart, you just fell into place. Back upstream, the rest of the rock stood quietly, still large, still steady, but no longer afraid of change. It had learned that even the strongest things can be shaped, not by force, but by the gentle, persistent touch of time and truth. Moral of the story: sometimes we believe strength means staying the same, unmoving, unchanging, untouched. But true strength is the courage to adapt, to let go, and to flow with life's currents. You don't lose yourself by changing. You find the version of you that was waiting beneath the fear.